drowning in debt. This is how you build momentum and break free. Hi, I'm Monica Allen. I'm a mental health nurse practitioner, and I want to be your financial therapist. I help people psychologically get in touch with their money and think about their money and do things that are going to be beneficial for them. So I want you today to do step number 3 in my 4 steps to financial freedom, the book that I wrote, Girls Just Want to Have Funds, available in 2023 on Amazon. Step 3 is climb aboard the debt locomotive. And the debt locomotive is tackling debt with momentum and mindset that I think I can, I know I can type energy. So getting out of debt isn't about math, it's actually about momentum. And that's why I like this, that I don't necessarily go about highest interest rate. The real win for me is emotional and behavioral momentum. So small wins build confidence. And I have people list their debt. Smallest, I owe $75 to JCPenney. To largest, I owe $22,000 on a vehicle. I don't necessarily look at interest. So JCPenney's telling me I owe them $25 a month. And I tackle that and get that paid off. And then I use that $25 minimum payment to roll up to the next debt. When you have those debts listed in black and white on paper in front of you, that gets you excited. You're like, okay, I have $25 plus the $38 that I was paying on my Amazon card. Now I can tackle that debt quicker. And then you might free up money elsewhere and be able to really tackle that debt and work up to the car debt. I don't put mortgage debt on there because I think that that's something that when you decide you're going to pay off your mortgage, it takes a little bit more effort and might have some psychological backstepping when you see that huge number on there. So that's one that I don't put on there. But I always start with the smallest debt first, even if it's not the highest interest. Write down the minimum payments that you have to pay on everything. Keep all those minimum payments going. Tackle the smallest debt, roll the minimum payment into each one, and you may be surprised how quick your debt goes away. Another thing I found is when people get their finances in order, sometimes they're blessed with unexpected, I believe, gifts from God that they get, and they can apply towards that debt also. A bigger tax return than they expected, a bonus from work, a check from an aunt or uncle for a birthday that they weren't expecting at all. I want you to celebrate every win like it's a big deal, because it is. You could sit and just keep making minimum payments, and that's that debt that chokes you like an invisible noose around the neck. But every time you pay something off, literally every time, I don't care if it's a $78 bill, I want you to feel like the celebration. I paid off the card. I know I can do this. Channel your inner engine. I think I can. I know I can. When I wrote my book, I looked up the little engine that could. And that's the book that I spent so many hours reading to my kids. And then when they were playing sports, if they felt discouraged or down, I would go, remember, I know I can, I know I can. And when I looked back at that book, I was so surprised because it was a little female engine who was the one that took on the task of carrying those toys over the hill to the little girls and boys that needed them. Maybe they were poor, but nobody could get up there. Nobody wanted to get up there. And she had never done it, but she's like, I know I can. I think I can. I think I can. I know I can. And she sailed over the edge. That's what I want you to do with your debt, is sail over the edge. Just get rid of it and stop spending so much on credit cards, even if you're paying it off every month, which I definitely want you to do. Stop the credit card trap. You spend more when you use them, so just stop using them. Cash hurts. Stop giving your future paychecks to past decisions. Ooh, that's tricky if you think about it that way, but I think you'll be happier. Debt keeps you stuck paying the past instead of building for your future. And it's hard to dream big when 5 different companies get paid before you can pay yourself, before you can pay your retirement, before you can do things for your family. All these companies want your paycheck. I know of people that even go do paycheck loans to get their paycheck sooner to pay bills before it's even due, but there's a cost with that. Ooh, and it's scary. This isn't about shame, it's about shifting. Shifting your thinking. The goal isn't to feel guilty, it's to get going. You can't fix what already happened, but you can choose what happens next. Keep repeating, I think I can, I think I can, I know I can, I did it. The journey takes time, but it is so worth it to get that invisible noose off your neck. Paying off debt may seem slow, but you may get blessings along the way that speeds that up because you're being a good steward with your money. It might be silent, but every payment is a promise that you're giving to your future self. I'm going to call you to action. Drop something in the comments, like a mountain or something like that, if you're climbing the debt hill right now, if you're chugging away at it, if you're the little engine that could. You've got what it takes. It's just the next step. And I'm going to tease you a little bit. If you like what I've shared, click like, share it with somebody, subscribe, but stay tuned because video of step number 4 is coming soon. And I'd love for you to see it. Have a great day.